Okay, you come down here and you make some lots and take the pictures, and we'll try it. Hi again, my name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and today we're doing a haul video from stuff that we just picked up on our trip this last month.
That sounds like forever
I
ago.
know. Man, this month is already flying by. It's
You
crazy.
say last year,
Last year.
last month. Okay, we got home last weekend,
Yeah.
a week ago, on Sunday.
Yes. So this is basically one of the first bags. So I'm going to start sharing with you. I didn't pick up a whole lot of smalls, but this particular bag seems to have a lot of smalls in it this time. There were lots of resellers. For me, I noticed more resellers even this time. People who were filling up their carts. There were people who were going through by just wanting a lot of the smalls. So I had a lot of competition, and my go-to always is the Plush first. And then if I see one little thing that catches my eye that's a small, then I'll start digging for other things. Like if it's a Littlest Pet Shop or, a Little People or something like that, then I'll start digging. But for the most part, I go through and get all the plush that I want, and then I come back. But there was a lot of other resellers there filling up. There was one guy, you guys are going to see him in a video when we get it out. He had a person with him that was holding a bag, and he would get in the center of the bins and just throw everything that was big and then pick up smalls. It was very annoying, and I caught him on camera a couple of times to share with you guys because he was annoying. He was going to hurt somebody because he was throwing the big stuff into other bins. But you know me, I crawled right in next to him just to irk him. I was not going to play that game. I was going to dig also because, that's the game.
Did you go to the bins looking for a fight?
No, but I'm not going to let somebody be a bully like that either. And Robert's off doing his own thing. He probably would have been perturbed at me if he'd saw me like right up next to this guy, and the guy would give me a look and I wouldn't move. So
He came past me a couple times. The way he was doing it was rude.
very rude. All right, so let me share a couple of things. I think I picked up a couple of these, and I'm pretty sure I have another one that I haven't gotten to yet. But these are Blazing the Monster Machine. But these are bigger. I'm not quite sure. It does have a battery thing in there. I'm assuming it's going to make noise. Maybe light up just because it's clear. So there's that. And I grabbed this. I've done well in the past when I find it like vintage watercolor pencils and stuff. This says Handmade Modern on it. It is used. It's not even watercolor. But it's slightly used pencils of some kind, and maybe charcoal. I bet you this is like a charcoal set. Hard, soft.
I thought watercolor was paint. But I saw that brand had watercolor pencils.
Yeah, you kind of can smear it kind of stuff, just like with the charcoals. And it just kind of gives that watercolor effect. But I'm hoping like $8 to $10 for this.
So you know me, I'm just not very artistic at all.
I took art for several years in high school. I was actually pretty good, but to ask me to draw something now, it's one of those use it or lose it, and I have definitely lost it.
I never had it. We had to take a fine art in high school. It was a requirement, and you could either take a music class or an art class. And if it was a music class, then someone would be forced to listen to me either sing or play an instrument, which would, at least with art, they could close their eyes and not have to look at it.
This is bin 10. Not sure. I'm going to pick up these types. If I've got anything else bin 10 listed right now, I'll just add him to it. I don't find these very often, but this is Play School. I instantly know it when you see this logo on the bottom. It's called Play School, Definitely Dinosaurs. There's little cavemen that also go with it. It's probably going to be bread and butter, and I'm pretty sure I don't have any others, so I'll just list it, even if it's $5 or $6, and then maybe if I find some more, I'll add it to it. I grabbed these. I don't It's SpongeBob SquarePants. It's kind of like a Mr. Potato Head looking thing. I'm hoping maybe, I don't know, bread and butter for it. And then I grabbed this. I don't even know what doll this is, but it says Magic Bottle Baby. And I think anytime you can find replacement toys to a vintage, I'm going to grab it. So for all I know, it's maybe $5 to $8. Pretty sure, this is Bubble Guppies. I'm pretty sure these are Bubble Guppies also. I think I have some listed. I think individually, I'm going to make some lots. And then this, they have a thing that they go on and they can roll down now. But somehow, some way, I'm going to put together lots. Couple of little people. I always grab them. This is one of the older ones. This is what I call a heavy. I'll make lots up for them. I've got a whole pile that I haven't dealt with yet. Pretty sure he is Alvin and the Chipmunks. I think I've got one of, I grabbed a lot of this stuff because I'm sure I have something similar. I've got one of the girls listed, low dollar. So I'm just going to add him to it and bump the price. I always grab these. These are the Fisher-Price Imaginext. These are just generic figures. You know, sometimes they are like the DC Comics and stuff like that. I'll make a lot of these if I don't have one already started. A little, what's his name again?
Yoda.
Oh yeah, a little Yoda. I don't think he's anything special. I just had to grab him. And then this is Baby Alive. I think I just showed a like a diaper changing pad. Yeah, I don't even think I got to it yet, but this is one of the bottles. I'll have to see. I don't think this is one of the magnet ones. The magnet ones are the ones that are like high-ish dollar, like 20 bucks. But if not, I'll just put this with that other Baby Alive stuff. I don't know about which dolly this is, but it says Sing Along Dolly 19 something Tyco. Hopefully this works, and it's probably, you know, it went with a doll. Hopefully 1995. But I don't know. I'm hoping maybe $10 to $15 for this. I'm pretty sure I just sold one of these. This is the Wiggles. I'll have to get that off. These are hard to come off. And y'all, make sure if you're going to use alcohol, test it somewhere, because I'm pretty sure this is one of those paint jobs that if I was to put alcohol on this, it's going to smear and it's going to make it dull. So be careful when you're removing stuff with alcohol. I want to say this was $20, $25. Monster High. But the fact that she had her outfit, had her hands, legs, everything, I'm hoping $15 to $20 for her. We'll see.
Don't you already have a bunch of these you don't have listed?
The last of the ones that I haven't listed need cleaned. Their hair is like dirty and stuff. So, yeah.
I was just taunting you.
Uh-huh. This is Disney Sums. I'll just get him added. Lion King. Pretty sure, yeah. Lion King. I'll add him to a current lot. Sound and Light Company. He's not a Sound and Light toy. That's just the name of the company. For the most part, they're bread and butter. He's going to need a bath. But I'm hoping like 10 to 12 for him.
Why does that company name themselves something that most of what we find from them
is not Sound and Light? It used to be a lot of the stuff that you picked up had a battery box in it, but now a lot of it isn't. Look how cute. I pick up most things that are cows. I'm a little concerned about this spot right here. Don't know. But it is Walgreens, another one that I love to pick up because there are certain brands, certain items that do very well because, you know, it's such a limited release. Yeah, there's tons of Walgreens, but I think once it goes through a series, you don't see it again, or you'll see a variation of it again. I still haven't listed my pile of Chick-fil-A cows that are over there, so I'm just going to add him. I think I'm up to 4 or 5 now, maybe 6. Right. Look, I love the Minions. This one says Minions, The Rise of Gru. Hopefully he works. Probably still going to only be like $10 to $15 for him. Okay, this is round 2 of one of these. He is, what's the show? Caddyshack. The last one.
I'm all right.
I know. The last one did not work, so we'll try it again. I think Robert's got it set aside. He still wanted to keep it, but I'm hoping this one works because I want to say it was probably 25 plus if he was working.
I don't see my foghorn up there.
Shut your mouth. Disney. I think, yeah. This is Lucky. I do well with these. I want to say he's like $15 to $20, but he needs a bath. Kohl's Berenstain Bear. I think this is little brother. Let's see if there's a date. I think these are 2020. I'm pretty sure I don't know if I have one of the others in the series. If I do, I'll make a lot. Picked up quite a few Douglas, but it's always these smaller ones. Little white dog. On Douglas, if the tags are all there, usually the last tag will tell you what the item number is. And if you just put Douglas in that number, it'll pull it up and tell you what it's named. It also has manufacturer, so this was from 2017. But most of these are still bread and butter. This looks like Hallmark. I think it's from like the same time frame series as Rodney Reindeer. But this one, of course, is Santa, 1986. He's going to be bread and butter. Very cute. Look at that blue eyes. I love them. Had to grab this. I'm assuming somebody made this from a kit. But it is cross-stitch, needlepoint. I don't know the difference. But just very cute. Probably going to list it like $7.95 or $9.95.
So you're saying you're not very crafty, so you don't know the difference.
Nope.
She is, though.
Who? I always grab these. They're usually like $7.95, $9.95. Sometimes I may, if I've got any that didn't sell this year, I may start to make a couple of lots because you're going to hear that theme a lot this year. All right, Robert picked all these up. Books. Let me take that one off. Almost all of these are those anime books. You just grabbed them all. I'll just see if they're from the same series and I'll make lots. I don't know what this is.
They were not anything spectacular.
And then you picked up a
Petra.
Yeah,
Christian band. I think they're a hard rock Christian band. I want to say that was like 14 for the CD.
Right. And then I'm not sure about the wait, there's another book here. I left one. And then he picked up this Dungeons and Dragons.
I want to say that was
reader.
10 to 15 maybe.
Yeah. I love the rabbits. And it's Commonwealth. It's a brand that I normally will pick up. $2,000. Probably gonna, oh, look at his ears. I love that. Kind of a texture underneath there. Probably $15 to $20. Picked up lots of Russ and Douglas and just some of my Auroras. This is Waddles. Very puffy. Probably going to be bread and butter. And then this. It says something the Peppermint House. There's a tag on here. One of the Goodwill. It says Peter the Peppermint Mouse. 1988. Lee's Manufacturing. Joyce something. Not sure if it's from a book, because it kind of sounds like a book author type thing. I'm hoping $15 to $20 for it.
Wasn't Joyce Kilmer, was it?
No, something with a T. And y'all,
because he wrote that poem. I think that I shall never see a poem as lovely as a tree.
Oh, y'all, I have a dragon that's large. Anna Lee, that has been listed forever. I think the larger plush maybe doesn't do as well, but I had to save it. Had to. And at the same time I found this one, I also found one of these little ones. The problem is it's going to be an oversized box. Don't know if I can get it into the 17-inch one. But still, it's going to be oversized. But I just had to. But probably only maybe 15, 20. I'll be happy if it's more though. All right. Walmart, little blue and white baby dog pup. Probably going to be $10 to $15. This was one of the exceptions to the Squishmallows. It's one of the Hug Me's. I know I Google Lensed it, but I'm not remembering. The problem is it needs a bath. And a lot of times I have a hard time getting stains off of them. But we'll see. Aurora, cute little pink rabbit. Just love it. It's kind of got big feet, so I'll probably use that in the words. It is, keywords, 2016. Look how cute. The petting zoo, buffalo. Let's see. Oh, American bison. Just cute. It's going to be bread and butter, but I liked it, and it had its tag.
I'm always amazed at how people like to try to get close to these at Yellowstone, and every year there's a few of them getting torn up or killed by them.
Yeah, that's dumb.
They
they might look cute. Don't go near them. Don't go near stuff.
And they treat them like they're some sort of domesticated animal that you can get close to, and they will flat
tear you up.
Yes.
Kohl's Cares, I still pick them up. I'm pretty sure I have this already listed, so it'll just be a matter of changing the quantity, which is super easy.
But it's kind of cool how you drive down the road there. They could be like in the lane next to you, you know, next to your car walking.
Yep. This is Aurora also. I've got a pig, I think, listed. What I had planned with this was to go ahead and add them together and do a lot. I did a lot of thinking like that while I was there.
I think you should rethink your don't mix brands. Like if you get some small farm animals, you should just put them all together regardless of the brand.
No, I don't
because
like that.
When somebody goes to look for plush, they're looking for farm animal plush. They're not looking for Dakin or Commonwealth. They're looking for farm animal plush for their kid. Unless they're a collector of some sort or looking for a very specific one. They're looking for farm animals, not brands.
Okay, you come down here and you make some lots and take the pictures. And we'll try it. In my what sold, which you guys will have already seen, I sold one of these. I pick them up anytime I find them. They're going to be bread and butter, but they sell very well for me. That one needs a bath, though. We found a lot of Manhattan toys, and I know I say it over and over and over again that they just don't get the love, but I still pick them up. So, a little rattle. Loved this. Color block, bear, Buddha. I think this is a pet brand. Buddha. We'll see. Yep. Aspen Pet Products. I do really well with that brand. I'm going to give it a bath and then get it listed. I've got some other little rattle plush over there. I'm going to add this to it and get them listed. This is hanging, but I know I did check it. I just don't remember how. Oh, here. Macarena. Somehow, I don't know. I think somebody's messed with them. But I'm hoping like $15 or $20 for it. I do really well with these. They're like $15 to $20. And this one has its tag. So if I have listed and they've got the tag, then it'll just be bumping the quantities. Y'all, you'll see in the video when it ever gets out. I went back and forth because this has so much wear and matting. It's saving graces. It had its tail, even though even the tail is matted. But I just decided to go ahead and save it. But it's probably only going to be like $10, maybe $15 just because of the condition. but it is a vintage Popples. So I grabbed it. I always pick these up. These little Build-A-Bears. They tend to do really well for me. Some of them are marked small fries. Some of them are marked buddies, I think. But I'm thinking like $12 to $15 for it. Hello Kitty pencil box. Not sure if there was a date. Well, 2012. It is Sanrio. I don't know. I'm hoping maybe 15 to 20 bucks for it. Had to grab a lovey. It is Mary Meyer. Love that brand. Probably going to be bread and butter. And then Robert carried this over to me. And even though it has lots of wear and the stuffing is like very broken down, we decided to go ahead and get it because South Park, I'm going to scooch back some. I'm going to scooch this way some. South Park does very well for me. And maybe somebody else might want to open it up, change out the stuffing. I'll cut these tags off just because they look terrible. But do you remember what comps showed you for this? Because you told me there. Because I said, did you check comps?
I do not remember.
I'm hoping at least 25 bucks, if not more, for it. All right. Kind of the first full bag of stuff from the Goodwill bins in St. Louis from our December trips. And lots of good stuff to list. So, time for me to get to work. Time for you guys to get to work. Bye.